How's it going, everybody? My name is Orangepeanut, and today I have kind of a bad idea for a video. Today I'm going to be taking the political compass test. As you know, I have a long history on my channel of not paying attention to politics, thinking they're stupid because, you know, they don't really actually affect your life. But I thought it would just be kind of funny if I took the test. Also, just a disclaimer, put a disclaimer sign on the screen. This video is a joke. I'm not really taking this super seriously. I just thought it would be a fun little video to do. So don't take it super seriously. But yeah, with that being said, let us begin the test. We're going to see once and for all what Orangepeanut's politics is. Here we go. And it's right there. So here we go. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Oh, this is going to be a long video. I don't know what any of those words mean. Hang on. Okay. If economic globalization, so if money becomes the whole world is inevitable, it should primarily serve humans rather than corporations. I think so. Humans are good. I'd always support my country whether it was right or wrong. I'm gonna go with agree, because, like, it's America. And even if America is in, like, doing horrible stuff, you're like, America! Like, you've seen me wear this shirt. You know, like, America, it's America. I'm not gonna say strongly agree, because I guess if we started doing Hitler stuff, that would probably be bad. But, like, I'd say mostly agree, because for the majority of the time, I'd be like, yeah, America. Okay. No one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. That's a disagree there. I feel like you should, in life, you should work with what you have. So, like, you should be proud of wherever you were born, no matter where that is. Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. We talk about NASCAR here. I don't know what you mean by race. Do you mean, like, skin color or, like, triathlons? I don't really know, but I'm going to put disagree because I feel like you're talking about skin color. I don't really know, though. Okay. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let me try to put this in layman's terms. So if I hate Cardi B and you hate Cardi B, does that make us friends? Yeah, probably. All right. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. So, like, if you have to kill someone even though it's against... Oh, but, like, in the Taliban, they don't let women have any rights. So if a woman in the military goes to the Taliban and fights, like, that's against their international law. But that's still good, though. Okay, strongly agree. Okay. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. No. There is no difference between information and entertainment. If it entertains you, that's information. It just may not be good information, you know? All right. Oh, we're flying through this. Okay. People are ultimately divided more by class than nationality. I strongly agree. I feel like if you have money, regardless of what your race is, like, you can just make it to the top anyway. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Well, honestly, I think they're both bad, but there's not an option for that. So I'm going to say controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. I'm going to disagree here because I feel like people should, at the end of the day, have jobs. But, like, inflation would lead to lack of jobs, I feel like. I don't really know, though. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. I'm going to say somewhat agree. I mean, I feel like if someone's leaking into the oil fields and, like, killing everyone, I feel like the government should intervene there. But not all the time. From each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm going to agree with that because it seems right. And my dog apparently has to go for a walk, but he'll figure it out. The freer the market, the freer the people. Well, I mean, if one thing's free, the other's probably free. I don't really know. My dog really has to go out, but that's fine. I feel like when one thing's free, the other's probably free because freedom is freedom, you know? So I'm going to say agree on that. It's a sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now a bottled branded consumer product. I don't think it matters that much. If you are bougie enough to go buy the Dasani, then you can do that. But you can also, like, if you really want to, you can head down to the river and drink from there. No one's stopping you. So I'm going to disagree with that. I think it's fine. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. Disagree. What would we do with all the land if nobody could buy and sell it? That's stupid. Is it regrettable that many personal... It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by the people who manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. So you're talking about, like, stock market people. I'm going to disagree. I mean, I feel like if you find a way to break the system, then good on you, you know? Like, that's not a bad thing. That's like, you won, you know? Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. I don't know what that means, but, like, I'm a disagree, because I feel like you don't need to protect the trade. I feel like trades are just like trades, you know? The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. No, I feel like it should be one of the responsibilities, but I feel like a company should have other responsibilities, you know, like pay its employees. Yeah, so I'm going to say disagree on that one. The rich are too highly taxed. Well, I've never met a rich person. I don't know how much they're taxed, so I'm going to just go disagree. I feel like we're doing okay. Yeah. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. Those with the ability to pay should. No! I mean, if you break your arm, you should get a cast, whether you're poor or you're rich, you know? Like, the cast should not discriminate. Governments should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Nah. No. I feel like it should be made known by social media if a business misleads the public. But, like, that's not the government's job to step in. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of I don't want predators, multinationals to create monopolies. I'm gonna disagree, because, like, monopoly's fine. I play it all the time. You don't need restrictions on that. All authority should be questioned. Strongly disagree. I am an authority that should not be questioned. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Tooth for a tooth. I don't really know what that means. So, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I think that means, like, if someone kills someone in your family, you need to kill them. So I'm going to say disagree. Not always. But, like, yeah, I agree with, like, things should be balanced. But not, like, always, you know. So, taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. I strongly agree with this one. Who the fuck invented museums? Who said I'm going to wake up and walk into a room and look at bones? And not only am I going to do that, but the government's going to, my own tax money is going to fund the people walking into museums. Museums should not be free. They should survive on tickets and tickets alone. If people don't want to walk into a museum, that is fine, okay? I'm not paying for museums with my hard-earned tax money, okay? Yeah, so I agree with that one. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. Well, are you talking about college, high school, little schools? I'm going to say agree. I mean, high school seniors at that point, they can kind of just choose, like, you know. All people have their rights, but it's better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. I agree. Furries, stay the fuck away from me. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. I strongly disagree with this one. I feel like mental torture is a much better punishment than spanking. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Yeah, we all do it. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. I agree. People are going to get it whether it's legal or not. So you might as well make it legal and profit off of it. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generation to find jobs. Yes, that is the whole purpose of school, or at least it should be. People with inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. What do you mean by inheritable disabilities? You mean something small or something? We mean serious, but I'm going to disagree. I mean, if they want to have kids, let them have kids. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. No, it's not the most important. The most important would be teaching them how to get a bag, so I'm going to disagree with that one. There are no savage and civilized peoples. There are only different cultures. Well, I mean, there was Nazis, so I'm going to disagree with that one. There were savage societies. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society to support. I agree with that. If you can work and you choose not to because I don't want to, why are you getting my hard-earned stimmy checks? You know? I haven't looked at the camera once this whole video. I apologize. When you are troubled, it's better to not think about it, to keep busy with more cheerful things. I mean, agree generally, but, like, if you're dying, you should probably focus on it. First-generation immigrants can never fully integrated with... That was not a sentence. First-generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. Disagree. Ever met Gary Vee? That man's an American. What's good for the most successful corporations is ultimately good for all of us. disagree, because there can be evil people occasionally. No broadcasting institution, however independent its content, should receive public funding. Agree. Fuck PBS. All right, next. 4 of 6. We're flying. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counter-terrorists. This is another one where, like, I don't understand any of these words. I feel pretty liber, so I'm going to disagree with this. A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments to delay progress. I'm going to disagree, because those arguments are how we argue. And, like, the arguments are made so we can decide good from evil, you know? If we had a one-party system, we wouldn't be able to make those decisions, you know what I mean? Although electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to worry. I agree. Like, I'm a YouTuber. Like, people are always like, are you worried the government's listening to you? No! If they are, I feel bad for them, not me, you know? Because they have to listen to my bullshit every day. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. Yeah, I agree. Again, let them die. Why stuff someone in a prison for 50 years when you can just kill them? Save time for everybody. In a civilized society, one must always have to be above people above to be obeyed, and people below to be commanded. I think there always should be a little tier list of people, so I'm agree with that. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. I agree. Picasso was a bitch who got famous by accident. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. I disagree. I feel like you should try to change people unless they like do something really, really bad. But most of the time you should like try to fix people. It's a waste of time to try to rehabilitate some criminals. I disagree. I think they could be rehabilitated sometimes. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. Strongly agree. Our business people are what fuel the earth. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. I'm gonna disagree with this mainly because like I feel like if they want to be a homemaker, they should be. But like I feel like if the dad wants to rock the stay-at-home position, he should too. So it doesn't really matter, but I feel like someone should be the primary homemakers. But like if the mom's the one bringing the bread in, then yeah, give the dad the binkies. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. This isn't even an opinion. This is like, is it happening or not? I don't fucking know. Disagree. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. Yeah. I honestly agree with this one. Becoming to terms with the fact that the government is what it is a huge part of it. Like, just live your life. Who cares? 5 of 6. Astrology accurately explains many things. No! If I could make a very strongly disagree, I would. Okay. You cannot be moral without being religious. I feel like some people think stars are pretty even if they're not religious, so, you know. I meant disagree, sorry. Charity is better than social security as a means of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. I'm going to disagree. I feel like if we could set up a world where people weren't homeless, that would be better than giving money to the homeless. Some people are naturally unlucky. Yeah. If you were born with like a stumpy hand, that would be pretty unlucky. It is important that my child's school instills religious values. Nah, I think that like the kid should grow up, learn, and then figure that out themselves. Okay, 6 of 6. Finally, a look at sex. Let's fucking go! This is what I've been waiting for. Sex outside the marriage is usually immoral. No! I mean, it can be, but, like, a lot of the time it's just, like, sex. It's fun, you know? A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. Yes! Adopt them! That's what we want. We don't want kids in homeless shelters. Porn depicting consenting adults should be legal. Yes. What goes on in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. Yeah, I don't want the government watching me have sex. No one can feel naturally homosexual. I'm going to disagree with that. Have you seen James Charles? That man is naturally homosexual. These days, openness about sex has gone too far. I'm going to agree a little bit. I feel like some people are way too open, like OnlyFans and stuff. But it's not a bad thing. I just think it's kind of like people are pretty open. Anyway, we're done. Okay, scroll. I am on the scroll. Exactly, almost exactly in the center, slightly left of the middle. As I figured, you know, I have very wild. Half of those questions I bullshit. So again, do not take this serious. This video is just kind of for fun. Apparently, I am slightly left. So apparently, go Joe Biden. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Let me know what you got on the test. But yeah, let's get to it. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Orangepeanut wants you to subscribe because he needs more money.